Which artists define the early sound of post-punk? Imagine a time when punk rock was just beginning to shake up the music scene. Out of this chaos, a new sound started to emerge, one that pushed boundaries and explored darker, more experimental ideas. That's what we call post-punk. But who exactly were the artists that shaped this fresh direction? Let's take a closer look at the pioneers who crafted the early sound of post-punk and set the stage for the diverse music that followed. One of the most influential bands was Public Image Limited, or PIL. John Lydon, who was once Johnny Rotten in the Sex Pistols, formed PIL after the punk explosion. Their music was bass-heavy and abrasive, mixing punk's attitude with dub and experimental sounds. They challenged the simplicity of punk and added textures that made their sound more complex and atmospheric. Then there was Gang of Four. This band combined sharp, jagged guitar riffs with funky rhythms and lyrics that tackled social and political issues. Their debut album, Entertainment, became a landmark for post-punk. It influenced many bands with its energetic mix of danceable beats and critical messages about consumerism and society. Siouxsie and the Banshees also played a key role. Emerging from the punk scene, they developed a dark, theatrical style. Their innovative guitar effects and haunting vocals helped create what would become Gothic rock. Albums like The Scream and Kaleidoscope showed how post-punk could be moody and experimental at the same time. The Cure was another band that started within the post-punk movement. They combined melodic bass lines, eerie vocals, and atmospheric guitars. Their early work captured feelings of gloom and existential worry, influencing later alternative and emo bands. Joy Division is often remembered as one of the most defining post-punk bands. Their bleak lyrics and minimalist, intense sound created a mood of emotional depth and introspection. Their album Unknown Pleasures remains a classic that shaped the genre's sound and tone. Talking Heads, though often linked with new wave, also contributed to post-punk's experimental spirit. They blended punk energy with art rock, funk, and world music, broadening what post-punk could be. Finally, bands like the Velvet Underground, the Stooges, and Mick 5, who came before post-punk, laid the foundation. Their raw, aggressive, and minimalist style with rebellious themes influenced many of the early post-punk artists. These artists did more than just make music. They embraced a DIY ethic and artistic independence. Their willingness to experiment and explore darker themes helped shape the diverse landscape of alternative music today. Their influence can be heard in how modern bands combine intensity with emotional honesty, keeping the spirit of post-punk alive.